I've been running for a long time. It's just as they say, be careful for what you wish for, because I found what I was looking for all my life. I found them, the hungriest, horniest, most seductive NIKKEs that ever walked the planet. Hello there, fellow commander. You want to know where you can find these NIKKEs? Adventurous, aren't we? Fine, I will tell you. Just be warned, no one has made it out unscathed. It's true that just about every NIKKE in the game can generate feelings for you. It's that kind of game after all. At the far end of the spectrum lies those more than ready to take their relationship with you to the extreme level, let's say. Let's talk about them. Bready has been cursed with the gift of tasting the very essence of something, down to the very minute of details, the history of that thing, the ingredient. You can find her in the cooking oil squad with her partner, Crust. Yes, it has incredible ability, but she hates it. She just wants to taste things as they are, without all the background noise that clouds her mind. And with such an incredible ability, there are those that want to take it and use it for nefarious deeds. You, on the other hand, you taste pure, sweet, and nothing else. And that's cute. That's wonderful. If it stopped there. Can you blame her for taking it too far? If your finger, if your hand tastes this good, then what would your... This imaginary scenario blasted her popularity through the roof. Why don't we rate these wonderful ladies out of 10 on the lust scale, we'll call it. We'll give Bready a solid 7 to start. D. Yes, D. Here's where my bias leaks through. She is a black-haired, red-eyed, dongtan-wearing supermodel of a woman. And she asked you to be her pretend husband, acting as newlyweds for an upcoming mission and another one after that. And then, permanently after that, you start sleeping in the same hotel room, even in the same bed. Perhaps you even discuss the possibility of children. And she becomes territorial when other potential mates come into play. This complicated relationship does get a bit muddy at times. It's hard to just say no to an assassin, a government-backed assassin, trained to be off the books, trained to take even you down if necessary. Question, would she actually pull the trigger though? Like current D, the ASMR situation is canon, the Bond stories are canon, she clearly likes you, loves you even. Would she have followed the order to kill you in the Arcana event if Ingrid didn't stop her? That's a great question. I want to say no, but she's specifically designed to kill. Her nymph is configured to kill without hesitation. So you could literally be married to her, adopt kids even, and she would still... Yeah, I think so. Damn. So with all this in mind, it's best to just accept. It's a lot less painful. Just play along. 7 out of 10. Isabel, yeah. If you're into confinement or having a stalker with wings, then this is your girl. Let's see. Well, besides repeating what I've said in a previous video, which you can find in the description, Isabel craves your presence with or without consent. And it seems like as long as you are there with her, you get along with her. She's willing to do anything for you, whether that be good things or really bad things. But it does come with more intimate services. The thing that stands her out, as compared to the previous two, is that she is really willing to do anything. Forgo her mission, forgo her comrades even, to find you and to keep you to herself. Let's give her a 8 out of 10. Maiden, huh? Well, she's the leader of Extrinsic, an execution squad targeting rogue NIKKEs. But here's the thing, she's ironically a total couch potato, so that's where you'll likely find her. She's quite adept at making sudden confessions of love and deadpan remarks about marriage over and over, most of them serious, if not all. But that's as far as it tends to go. For the most part, I would consider around the same mildness as the first two. Let's give her a solid 7. Mary, yes. Well, You can tell she looks like trouble just by looking at her. And despite this look, and despite perhaps the stories you've heard about her, she actually has one of the most dramatic Bond stories in the game. In fact, it might even deserve a video on its own. Anyways, let's say in that Bond story, she has done some bad stuff back when she was a human doctor, and she atones for them currently as a NIKKE. This venture, however, does not stop her desires. She has been seen canonically tending to your morning wood, and uses her credentials as a doctor as an advantage to call you into the office and asks if you have problems with your aches and pains. She seems to keep reappearing just when it matters most for her, when there are opportunities to have a one-on-one conversation with you. This is by far our highest bidder. We'll give her a 9 out of 10 on the lust scale. Maxwell is the genius of Matis, whatever. And one big problem with her experiments is that she uses it to get intimate with you. She calls it taking it to the next level. Similar to Mary, she likes to calibrate your gear, whatever that means. You figure that one out. But during missions, during the story, she's usually so serious and earnest. What happened? What is going on? Why does she change so much when she's alone with you? A complete 180. Well, that's just how it is in this game. It's a little bit difficult to rank this one, but we'll give her a solid 8. Yes, you're right, let's start speeding things up. Let's talk about Privaty now, the leader of Triangle, someone who takes her job quite seriously until she becomes a maid, and then I don't know what her job is. But she's famous for having a serious soft spot for you. Outside, she's a caring, responsible tsundere, but inside, she's a dirty, minded, bold, whore-like creature. Okay, she's not, but you know what I'm talking about. And let me explain. She's been caught sniffing your clothes. One time she comes in as a maid, asking you if you're okay with her becoming your personal maid. You say yes, eventually. So she tries to clean your room and she can't help but pick up your things and sniff them. That happens. Eventually she finds your used underwear. And while the game doesn't tell you exactly what she does, she emerges after hours, having done something to your underwear, and you're caught seeing her all red, bright red all over, and wet. This is a dangerous lady. We're gonna put her high on the scale at 9. Red Hood. So we all know this is the woman that injected a parasite into poor old Rapunzel's brain, meaning that she herself is infected with the goon virus. What's funny, at least to me, from what I've seen, is that she talks the talk. She talks the talk quite often, but not often enough does she walk the walk. Reading dirty books are her only vice, and it's quite mild outside of that. I think this is proven with her side story, Nonsense Red. She wears a beautiful dress to a party, completely overdressed compared to the others, and then she gets embarrassed by the looks, the gawking, and swears never to wear it again. Red Hood is a 6. I suppose since we talked about Red Hood, it is time to talk about the goddess of lust herself. Rapunzel is the name. This is the president of innuendos, the one that struggles getting through a single sentence without one trigger. Her lust is especially amplified due to her ironic background. She comes from a noble candidate for the next leader of the church, all the way to becoming a cast-out, lecherous maiden, shunned by all. Well, besides her friends and us. This feature, if you want to call it that, of hers never turns off, and eventually it just kind of gets tiring. Hey lady, can you relax for like 4 seconds? My friend here is sick of all the running. Oh, okay, she didn't hear me. There is no other rating to give her than a 10 out of 10, the golden standard of a lustful NIKKE. This is a character that became the new leader of the hated exotic, mostly because of Crow, and dresses like a prostitute in Seattle. Even talks like one you'll find in the streets of red light Tokyo.
ダーリンを誘惑してでもモダンバーに連れてこいって。
No one knows really why she's like this, looks like this, and assumes it's just part of the job for exotic. It's part of the lifestyle for the outer rim. Makes sense. She's a seductress or seems aloof. Regardless of her choice of attire or the way she talks, she comes across, at least to me, more innocent than she looks. Get on that gap, moe, baby. Most of her interactions with the commander are cute, on the cuter side of things, and rather than a viper, we almost want to call her a corn snake. Still going to give her a 7 out of 10 because That bikini is crazy, man. Mihara. Just look at her. Do I need to say more? The problem is the ranking. Does she stand a chance against the president herself? Well, let's cheat and give her a 9.5. Okay, we'll stop there for now. I've given you a wide variety to start, an appetizer, if you want to call it that. Go and have fun. Be safe out there.